por todo Portugal, encontramos Sefarade, numa viagem com séculos de história, à descoberta das origens e do tempo. Um encontro com o nosso passado, num itinerário de memória e futuro. Pelos lugares da fé e da tolerância, numa viagem de vida e cultura. Por detrás de cada sítio, de cada lembrança ou segredo, sentimos um território que nos toca, onde as nossas raízes se encontram, no caminho da saudade ou eterna esperança. Sempre que tivermos de contar uma história, uma ideia ou um sentimento, uma imagem ou um momento, essa história será sempre a da nossa existência. Rede das Judiarias de Portugal. Aqui voltamos sempre.
Bize yardımcı olacak olan arkadaşımız aynı zamanda convert olarak kendisine anlattı. İnşallah hoş bir gün geçireceğiz.
We have a newspaper, Jewish newspaper in Turkey. It's called Shalom.
Okay.
And I'm a writer.
This symbolizes the statue is blessing Lisbon.
Yes.
That is the main point of it's almost like, well, it's the same as in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro.
That's right.
Jews are there in Portugal.
Right now, well, we don't have a number, but probably 2 million. We have some a statistic.
How much?
We are 10 million in total.
Yeah, we know that.
2
And we,
million of Jews.
yes, or more, because a lot of people don't know or don't want to know or establish it as a Jewish. Don't ask me why,
Yes.
because
Changed
I don't
name.
want to hide from that. Changed, exactly. They
Yeah.
changed the last names to avoid problems with the government.
Because to get the Portuguese passport, I had to show them that my family
That you had-
came from Portugal.
Oh, this is a nice story.
Beautiful language.
It is.
Burası 25 Nisan Köprüsü. Atlantik Okyanusu'na açılan bölgesi.
Square. This was where a lot of, and when I say a lot, it's like thousands of Jewish, they became Christian by force because our government obligate that, and they are all here. This was the place where all the Jewish became Christian by force from
What is
the
the name of this place?
commercial square. And this was the entrance to Lisbon. Right now we are going to Alfama, and then we are going to Rocio. That is the main square of Lisbon, the main center. There is where the church and the monument from all the Jewish people that had that massacre here in Portugal. That crazy and sad story.
How many Jews were killed?
20,000, I think.
And why?
No reason. Well,
They didn't accept to be Catholic.
yes, just that. So for me, that is not a reason.
And they wanted to have their money.
Yes.
I think that is the main reason.
Yes.
Because you are very focused on progression, on money for yourselves, because you don't want the money from the others, right? And that I really respect. And you can win your money and then probably create some jealous
Yes,
in the
yes.
others. I think that is the
What
reason.
about these hills?
This is Alfama.
This is Alfama.
This is the place that we are going right now.
This is the Alfama Hills.
Yes. well, all Lisbon is a hill. All Lisbon, from the river until the top in the castle, is just a big mountain full of buildings right now.
Okay.
Ghetto, not only the ones in Germany, we call ghetto where
The people live?
yes,
Okay.
assembled
Okay,
together.
okay.
This is Alfama.
Yes, this is all Alfama. This is a secret place for special clothes to a normal guy.
Ah, I understand.
We are whip.
VIP,
We are whip.
VIP.
Well, ah,
Is it okay? They are
boa tarde.
looking.
Obrigado.
They are looking at us. She's surprised.
Surprise.
How did he
You are my bosses, but I'm the boss in Lisbon.
Yeah.
I rule this.
How did he do it?
No.
She saying to herself.
This is the reason that I take this to the end, because this is an opportunity that just who has this card can do this. And this was your neighborhood, your ghetto. So this is the inside of Alfama, and then you can do it by foot, because you have a lot of this kind of things, roads, incredible.
Take the machine, please.
These little tunnels that you can just.
Bugün Portekiz'de festival var. Onun için her yer kalabalık. Her yerde bugün kutlanıyor bu festival.
Wow, baksana ne kadar dar.
This is the thing that you cannot see if you don't come here with a Portuguese person.
Even in Cordoba we didn't see.
Yes.
So,
No.
in Spain we
Alfama'nın sokaklarına dikkat edin. Ne kadar dar.
saw,
Heh.
in Spain we saw such streets.
No, not like this.
Not so narrow, no?
Not like this.
Hangi şehre gitmiştik seninle?
This is a place where if I live here and a friend of mine lives there, in the morning
Hangi
we
şehre
can.
gitmiştik seninle?
Hatırlamıyorum.
This is great.
Smelling. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, food.
Oh,
And then you have this. A way to here, a way from here. You can choose. This is almost like a labyrinth.
sağda çek, sağ tarafa.
You want to go for that place?
No, take the pictures of here.
Oh, okay.
Wow, so narrow.
Yeah. Do you see this?
How old are these buildings?
400 years.
Really?
500 years.
Really?
Yes.
500 years, yes.
But this area was a lot damaged with the earthquake of 1755.
That's right.
But they still, they rebuild everything like they were, because they don't fall off. They just ruined a little bit, so they have to return to give some consistency.
Very good, they kept it.
Yes, they have to. It's important for us. Very, very important. Come here, sir. This is the spot. You see this street over here?
Rua Juderia.
Yep. This is your place. This is the. All this area was where all the Jewish people lived and prospered here until the Inquisition and our government tries to put you away, because all Europe tried to push out because of jealous, because of a lot of things that you conquer that we cannot understand. So we when I say we, the government, Portuguese government, we try to end everything that we don't understand. It's human behavior.
You said
Anlamadıkları
you said your background is from here, something like that. You said.
Okay. All the Jewish family, not all of them, but a lot of Jewish families, they came from here. And probably my ancestors, they are from here also, from my mother's part, because, we use the fruit trees names to hide from the government. and I have trees names in my fruit trees names in my name, in my mother's part. So I'm Jewish. I'm half a Jewish, but this half that I prefer. So I 100% Jewish.
And you get the name of your grandfather. Say.
Yes, I have the name of my So I can explain to you. This was.
And these
We
are
will go
tourists?
for this place. We will go for this place.
Are there
Yeah, they are. They are probably Jewish also, because we just bring here Jewish people. Press on play. You are very interested.
Yeah,
Just.
keep
Oh yeah. Okay. Because
I can take it.
this was a street where thousands of Jewish are standing by to out of here from the
here.
Inquisition. This was the actual
Bu
street.
sokak Yahudilerin expel edildiği sokak.
Ah, they
Burada.
were expelled from
From this road. That is very nice because it's also good. The truth of today, it's completely different from the others. For me, this is awesome.
Yes. Good.
This was.
What about this building?
This building is one of the most old of all. All of this stone that you see here, this stone until the white place, this was the thing that they don't touch after the earthquake. This rock has more than 1,000 years. This are here since the beginnings of Lisbon, the time of the kings.
Now, have you got any idea what do this symbolize?
Almost like a hand, right?
Yes.
Yes. I already noticed that. These little holes, it's not this one. Here you have the same.
Yes.
Yes.
And well, I don't want to create an issue, but probably this doors, this is doors from Jewish families. Where they, at that time, they have to run.
But she was on special doors. Why?
No, they are not special. This is old doors. They cannot touch this. This is a door from this. This is an original door. What do you do to hide? Because the Inquisition come here to pick and see who is Jewish. So it's like meat, a lot of meat or cow or pork, and then with the guts, with that tiny skin from the guts, they fill everything with that meat and they boil it. And it's like I want to show you a chorizo. It's simple.
Şoför.
Yok
No.
bu Hristiyanlara ait
I will
bir
show you.
şey. Onu koyuyorlar ki Yahudi olduklarını anlamasınlar. Anladın? Onu söylüyor. So that they don't understand that the family who lives here is Jewish.
They thought that it's not Jewish because you
Chorizo.
eat chorizo, and the Jewish don't.
And because it is pork.
Bu
we don't eat
sembolün
pork.
asılı olmuş olduğu kapıda gelen şeyler, milisler bu evde Yahudinin yaşamadığına dair sucuğa benzeyen bu yapıtın içinde her türlü et ve domuz eti de bulunurdu. Domuz eti de dahil ve yalnız Hristiyanlar
And
yaparlardı
the
bunu.
trick that you use was put here a chorizo. It's not chorizo, but you did that to the shape. It's the same as a chorizo. It's the same, but all made by bread, chicken, a lot of different things they put there.
Chorizo.
It's not a chorizo because you don't eat the meat at that time, right? So they put, but the shape of it's almost like a chorizo, but the inside is good for you. But the government don't know that, so they saw that kind of chorizo that it isn't chorizo. It's just to pretend, and they say, okay,
Chorizo.
this is not.
What is chorizo?
That time they
You
thought that this was chorizo because they don't knew it. This is invented by you, by us,
Benzettiler.
Portuguese Jewish people. We invented this to hide, to pretend that we eat chorizo, so we are not Jewish. So they pretend they are putting to dry the chorizo just because you are very clever. So so the other guys eat chorizo, and they know that we are Jewish because we don't eat meat. So we will pretend and do almost the same as chorizo to fool the government. We cross from the family. We gave all the time the name of the grandfathers to our sons and to our grandsons to cross generations. And that is the reason that I know that I belong to a Jewish family. So I'm Jewish.
And your mother told you.
My mother says me, and the name, it's figueira. Figueira, it's the fruit from figs that gives figs. So it's peraíra, figueira, laranja, todos, all the names that you have with fruit trees in Portugal, Portuguese fruit trees, it's from Jewish families that they try to hide and to pretend they are not Jewish because the Inquisition don't let us be humans because we are different. At that time, different to better, and they don't understand that.
But you changed your last name.
Well, I have to because we pick the last name from our father, and my mother picks the part of his father that is not Jewish, and I pick the part of my father. So the two together erase the part of my mother's half. So that is a tradition, a Portuguese tradition. That is the problem because they are hide the name slowly.
Good explanations.
Right now we are in Rocio, and what I will show is the place where all the major and horrible catastrophe happened with all the Inquisition. They force or they convince more than 2,000 Jewish people or Jewish believers to enter inside of a church that we have here, and they locked the church and put on fire. So that is a sad story, but this is the place where all this happens. Everything that happened here in this square. So I will try, this is in Portuguese, and I will try to translate very quick to English to everybody understand. This was this historical center in Lisbon, where today, with a lot of friendship, we hug each other, was in the past a place of violence, intolerable violence against the Hebrew people. They don't like what they did in the past. So everything that they did here in this place, 500 and 600 almost years ago, the Christian today are regretted. This is what is written here. This is not that I believe that. I don't know if I believe or not, but well, it's written here. So the Christians at that time thought that the Hebrews or the Jewish, they are not worthy to be a human. So this is lack of intelligence, lack of information, and lack of love, and lack of a lot of things, because this makes no sense. What they feel about the Hebrews and the Jewish makes no sense at all. This is my opinion. As a Jewish, I want to show you this.
This explanation.
This is the memorial to all the Jewish people that had that incident here, that problem with the Inquisition and with the dictator that we have in the past, and all the fanatics from the religion, all of that, it's symbolized here. I don't understand this, but this was the year of where the year when all happens. So it's in April, between 13 and 16 of April of 1506. Was the 3 days of massacre here.
In Spain it happened in...
No, it is written from here.
It's from here to that.
Yeah.
In Spain it happened at
1453. Between 14. Oh, okay. Here, 1506. A little bit later. Oh, it's here. I can read this for you. This is.
Okay, he's going
Just a moment.
So here, this is in memory of the thousands of Jews victims of intolerance by the Inquisition and religious fanatism. They are assassinated on the massacre initiated in 19 of April of 1506 here in this square. All of this square it's where all happened. All of this. You want to do a turnaround? That church has signs of fire. All of these black spots that you see here, all these black things, the new repainting don't cover.
A moment.
Fire.
I cannot speak here too loud, but here you can see a lot of the history that happened here. This is the place. At that time was the church. They convinced them to worship here, and they just put fire. Here inside, here where we are.
Can you say it again?
Yes, but a little bit in a lower voice.
Just like here.
So, I will point. All of these dark sides that you see in this church with more than 1,000 people, Jewish believers, they are forced to come inside here. They convince them that this is a type of a hiding place. And when they are all inside of this, they close the door and just put fire on this church. And all died. This was the place where the massacre was. Here and outside. Different kinds of massacre, but yeah. This inside was all ruined by the fire. So a lot of dead people just died in this. I have to say that more than 20,000 Jewish people were convinced to go to Market Square because they told them that they are going in a ship to other part of Portugal, to other part of Europe to find better conditions. And when they get there to get their boat, they just forced to Christianism. They baptized all 20,000 of Jewish to become Christian, all in
Commercial
square. So that is the history. All happens here in Commercial Square. In Alfambra was the place where you tried to hide from this nonsense, from this stupid, I don't know, mentality.
Sende şey var değil mi?
Evora'nın şehir merkezine doğru ilerliyoruz. Giraldo Meydanı, Evora'nın Giraldo Meydanı. Yahudi Mahallesi, birazdan göreceğiz, buraya yakın bir yerde. İyi ki de fark ettim ha. Ana sokağın yanı bir sokak. Muhtemelen çok eski bir Yahudi evi ve kapısında kala kalmış bir mezuza. Los Mercaderos sokağında bir eski Yahudi evi kapısı. Burası Moneda Sokağı, paracıların sokağı. Tabelada gördüğünüz gibi. Giraldo Meydanı'na açılan ikinci eski Yahudi yerleşimlerinin olduğu sokak. Söylendiğine göre bu sokakta eski bir sinagogun kalıntıları varmış. Bu yoldan Roma Tapınağı'na çıkıyoruz. Roma Tapınağı'nın arkasında Engizisyon mahkemelerinin yapıldığı bir binayı göreceğiz. Bak orada. Orada. Engizisyon mahkemelerinin yapıldığı bina. Portekiz'de İber Yarımadası'nda kalan tek bina deniyor buna. Özel bir şeyi var, statüsü var, kişiye ait. Diğerlerinin hepsi yıkılmış, tahrip olmuş.
Ben river görmedim.
La tomba de que vino de Faro, ¿dónde está? La tomba que vino de Faro. Bien, ya lo va a ver ahora.
Son los diferentes toques del shofar.
Viejo, muy viejo.
Sí.
Bu adam da şeymiş, öğretmen.
Yahudi Müzesi'nin olduğu yer, Belmonte Yahudi Müzesi'nin olduğu bölüm, sokak. Yes.
He's talking in one shot. Eventually. Yeah.
Bu Roma'daki şeyin bir benzeri. Titus Anıtı'ndaki. Bir tane eski Yahudi sokağı var. Yahudiler burada oturmuşlar geçmiş yıllarda. Şimdi onları göreceğiz. Qual è Jesus la fonte de Rosa? Más abajo.
Aí o elefante tá aí, rua da sinagoga. Segue
Ah, é.
até o centro da vila.
Ah,
Sinagoga.
sim.
Além.
Ah, já lo vi.
A rua da Fonte da Rosa. É que segue. Tu ia
Qual
falar.
é? Qual é? Esta.
Além. Está bem a sinagoga?
La
Além,
sinagoga ya lo vi, ya lo vi. Castello'dan, Belmonte'nin kalesinden aşağı doğru gittikçe Beteleo Sinagogu'nun görüntüsü çıkıyor karşımıza. Şu daracık sokaktan geçiyoruz. Rua Rosa de Fonte adlı sokağa geliyoruz. Burası Belmonte'de yaşamış, Yahudilerin yaşamış olduğu çok eski bir sokak. Bunun gibi bunun paralelinde bir tane daha var. O yılların Yahudilerin yaşadığı sokak. Ve karşımıza bütün çıplaklığıyla bugünkü 55 kişilik yaklaşık Yahudi cemaatinin devam etmiş olduğu Bet Eliyahu Sinagogu'nu görüyoruz. Sokağın ismi Rua Fonte de Rosa.
Bak bunu da şey yapmışlar.
Mira, aquí mira. ¿Está viendo? ¿Cuál es esto? ¿Qué simboliza?
No sabe.
Não
Não.
sei.
E outra sala dedicada a essa Cardoso.
Se llama Ejal HaKodesh. En hebreo. Naciste aqui?
Aqui sim, nasci aqui.
Şey, Inquisición afitó en 1543.
Aquí afitó. En la portekiz.
Aquí hubo...
Oh, sim, sim, sim. Judeus,
Ah, mataron.
sim, foram perseguidos, mortos
Muertos.
e tiveram que fugir. E agora não temos comunidade judaica. Mas
Por
isto
isso.
já no século XVI.
¿Quién era el rey que en aquel tiempo? El rey.
Rey.
¿Te sabes? Fernando Fernández.
Não.
Esto vamos de...
Ah.
Aquí hubo 1543. ¿Dónde mataron? ¿Dónde? Una plaza, y hay una plaza donde mataron.
Não, não temos.
No sabes.
Não sabemos.
En Lisboa hay una plaza
Sim.
donde los mataron. Y una iglesia, los metieron arriendo
Y los quemaron.
Queimaram.
y los quemaron.
Muy negros cosas hicieron. Sí.
Se iba a mostrar.
La gaceta no la tomé, la dejé en el hotel. Nosotros estamos en Belmonte. Daí vinimos aqui.
Estiveram com o Rabino Salas, o Rabino de Belmonte.
No lo vimos a Rabino. Esta noche vamos a ir por
Esta noche
Shabbat.
vamos a ir a la sinagoga. Hay
Ai,
Oración.
oração.
oraciones.
Bu sokaklar Trankoso. Biraz evvel baktığımız yer. Judaik Center. Eksik olmasın. Judaik Center'da çalışan hanımefendi bize yardımcı oluyor. Belli başlı bazı yerlere götürecek. Esa-
Casada,
Sim, sim.
criaturas.
Duas filhas.
Lo va a mostrar este film en Estambul.
Te van a ver en Estambul. Artista te van a ver.
Artista. Sim, sim. Tá.
¿Hijas? ¿Tienes dos hijas?
Sim.
¿Cuántos años?
28.
Burada görünen bir menora.
Galiba yarısı çıkmış.
Júlia, ajude-me aqui. Onde é que está a cruz? Já vimos aqui a meia menor.
Nasıl incelemişler?
E a cruz? A meio? Ah, está aqui. Já vi aqui a cruz.
Göremezdik ki.
Bak burada.
Sim.
¿Cuál es esto? Bu sanki sende vardı.
Esto era de los judíos.
Sim, também, provavelmente.
Ya var agua
Água assim.
Sí.
de judíos.
Sí, nerede kuyu görsen Yahudilerin de öyle. Evet. Te vimos a ti, salió el sol.
Sos buena mujer. El sol salió.
Dora pisliğe dikkat et.
Ali.
Burada bir haham yaşamış ve Kaza Gato Preto olarak anıla gelen bir ismi var buranın. Bu binada diğer bir hahamın yaşamış olduğu bir bina olarak anılıyor.
Buradan 100 kilometre İspanya'ymış.
Yakın sınır. Nerede kadın?
Com, sim, por esta rua, na Alegria, há
Ladino, ¿me entiendes? Ya vas a entender un poco. ¿Cómo se llama? Escribe grandes.
grandes.
Grandes escribe, no estoy entendiendo. B, ¿no?
B.
En güzel yeri burası Portekiz'in. Fazla el değmemiş.
Con marcas. Yolcu evler. Marcas bilgiler.
Barrio Judío. Yahudi mahallesine doğru gidiyoruz.
Yok burası.
Ha burası mı?
Evet.
Markaları nerede göreceğiz?